Hi, I'm not yet dead, and welcome back to No Man's Land. Hang on. Just mess me about. Right, sorry about that. Yeah, I was pausing for a second. YouTube's doing its usual Friday morning, I don't want to connect you, so it took me a couple of goes to get in, but we're here. And yeah, back on No Man's Land. So, I haven't done a great deal since last we met. I have just been to the store and got what it looks like will be short of getting a skid steer. The only way that I'll be able to clean the cow shed out is by getting the magic broom. So that's what we've been and got, and I've swapped out the well, I've swapped out a couple of machines actually. I've swapped out the Fendt that we started with for this Fiat. I've been wanting to use this for a while. This is the modded one, and I always did like this tractor. We pimped it out, nice chrome exhaust, max power, so it's actually quite a powerful tractor, which is a bit of a bonus. And yeah, we'll take a look around in a minute and see what we've got. As you can see, we've got a bale wrapper. Finally got around to getting that again, so we need to wrap all those silage bales, but let's give this a go. I'm just going to park completely in the way now, aren't I? So yeah, so oh, left the lights on. Yeah, so got a new flatbed trailer to go with it, same as our bale trailer. Quite like these trailers. Right, this is just going to jump all over now, isn't it? So let's go clean up these cows, because boy do they need it. We'll be back there to rock about for a second, go open the door. First thing in the morning, so they've been shut in all night. No doubt I'll need to give the need to give the greenhouses some water as well at some point, and we'll need to see what the feed level is for the animals and everything else. Excuse me, ladies. Excuse me. Oi, out the way. I'm not being helpful. Quite was empty when I was in here last night trying to clean up. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, thank you. Just throw my broom again, right. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, this broom. So actually, food-wise, the cow shouldn't be too bad, so let's have a look. There's the broom rocking about. Yeah, the cleanliness was terrible, but I've just sorted them out. Yeah, because they've now got grass, and they've got some hay stroke silage. Productivity should increase again now. How are the sheep? Sheep are absolutely fine, although their cleanliness is pretty bad too. So you know what, for right now, because I now don't have a bucket, I'll need to drive back. I've got the I bought the JCB, well, bought at least, don't buy anything. Bought the JCB telehandler, the new one. Say new from the Modern Classics pack, but I need a bucket for it. I haven't bought one yet, which was a bit silly actually. I drove it all the way back without, or did I? Did I drive it all the way back without a bucket? I don't know. But easiest thing to do with this to make it look reasonably reasonable. So yeah, sheep look quite happy. But yeah, could do with feeding the cows. And actually, so on that point, yeah, so I finally went around to getting, oh wow, half a crate already nearly. Yes, we've got this. Did I not buy a, hang on, I'm being stupid now. Did I not buy a bucket for it when I got it? Because that would have been a little bit silly. No, these are owned items, leased items. Oh no, so I suppose because I had to get a different big bag handler. Okay, fine, fair enough. Of course, at some point I will need a second. Yes, I need this. I will need a second. Ooh, got a filter harvest too. Actually, better get on that. Yeah, I will need a second. I'll need to set a front loader forks. I don't even know if I've got a tractor that takes front loader forks at the moment, so I'll need something that will do that. Because of course I'd forgotten I've got the big bag handler. Totally forgot about that. there you go, I was racking my brains trying to see if I could think of a big bag handler that I could say anything I needed a front loader for, and I've forgotten about the big bags, but I've got the one at the back as well, so that's fine. We got another silage bale in here, or was that the only one? That was the only one. Okay, because I've forgotten we got these, so I may as well use them up. It looks like a hay bale to me. Also free us up a little bit of space. Inch forward, there we go. So now I can't remember how you attach it. I'm being really dense. I am being really dense. Yeah, okay. There we go. Right, lift that up. So I'm about to make some silage bales, so there'll be silage we can use for the cows as well. I'll keep a few, but I think that'll be a regular thing, so we'll try and build up some money. Mind you, money wise we're not doing too badly at the moment actually. I haven't bought any land for a couple of days, so yeah, we're not short. So that's the next thing, as the title suggests, is we need to figure out where else we might want to buy. And rather than buying plots here and there, I want to figure out, maybe we'll take a little tour, I want to figure out where I want to start putting sell points and stuff like that. So that should probably dictate what we buy next, and then I'll do some landscaping and putting in buildings and stuff, probably off screen, but I might do it as a time lapse. I tend to quite like doing things like that, where I'm doing lots of landscaping and stuff as a time lapse, because then at least if I mess up, I've got the option to wow, they need a lot. There's only 10 cows. Look how much food they need. And it's still at 25%. Okay, that seems a little odd. Doesn't usually take that long to update. And I'm not sure we've got any more silage and hay, so that might be it for now until we're getting some of these silage bales, I think. Okie dokie, got that there. Put that down. So that means somewhere. Yeah, I don't know about swapping this trailer out. I rather like this trailer, but I've used it a few times now. Oh, I know what we need to do next actually. Being silly. Yeah, I don't know about swapping it out, because the one that came with the Modern Classics pack is 30,000 litres and that one's only 17. So for, you know, I'm just finding I'm running out of manure really quickly when I go buy it from the store. So it might make sense to get a bigger one and burning through it for the greenhouses. You can see I've got all the straw of this field. As you can see, we've also got a load more to do, so we've got that to do. Pick the straw up, get it in our hayloft. I'll need to nip to the store and get a header, corn header, straight sunflower header. I probably won't bother getting a sunflower header at this point. None of the fields are big enough to warrant it. Oh yes, good point. Getting switched back to the wheel. Right, remind me. Turn it on. Four. Mind you, actually what we kind of wanted to do, but it's fine anyway. That up a touch. I don't know why I'm not in cab actually. Why am I not in cab? Seriously, come on. would have made way more sense. Oh, I managed to get that bit on the corner. Okay, I thought I'd missed it. Fine. There we go. So we get this started. I'll do this strip down here away from the scary tree, because I know those workers don't like scary trees. And then we'll get a worker start on the other side. There's no point in starting on this side because he'll miss bits, or he'll, sorry, not miss bits, but he'll think he's finished because of the curve of the field. Let's take a sip from my flask. Remind me, lift is that one. Whoa, that was a bit enthusiastic. Expected it to turn back a little bit faster than that. So we're going to get some bales done. As you can see, we've got a few weeds in this. I've turned this down to ×1. I just couldn't keep up, and with the landscaping and everything that I've got to do, it just made more sense, really. So we've got enough room to spin around. Yeah, just about. And it also will decrease the needs for you know, constantly refilling greenhouses and everything else. And we're doing alright for money at the moment, so I mean, you know, it's nice to run at ×5 to build up money to start with, but now we're in a, you know, there's lots of stuff to do. I've still got grass to get up, and wrap, you know, bale and wrap the grass that we mowed last time, and then I need to get a tedder, and I'm going to do hay from the road, and then once that's done, it'll be really time to right, let's remind me, hire a worker. You haven't finished, there's a bit right, oh for goodness sake, seriously, there's a bit right in front of you, don't be so silly. There we go, right. Now then, Mr. Worker, can you cope with that? Yeah. It's going to miss a bit, that's my fault, not quite straight. But not bad. Okie dokes. Right, I'm just going to jump through rather than... could do some more trees actually. Where's our... Here we go. We'll do a little bit of this, and then we'll go wrap some too. Sure. Lower it down, switch it on. Ooh, this will be interesting. In-cab baling. I'm not sure I've done this before. Certainly not with my new setup. Reverse. Oh, sorry. Unload. Is that 9? Yep. Good. Oh, that's nice and easy. Right. So So yes, we'll do some of this. We've got loads of little jobs to do, so I'll not spend an entire time just doing lots and lots of baling and then doing lots and lots of wrapping, and then because that just get a bit boring. I can, you know, I'll get some of it done, and then we'll go do something else, and then maybe we'll do a little bit more, and so on and so forth. Probably won't be a very long stream today. I've started quite late, but we'll see how we get on. Awesome. I love this tractor. I always do like JCBs, but it's great to have an old one because I also like old tractors. So the combination is rather cool. Be interested to see how much I've missed actually doing it like this. If out. Hey Donny. Yeah, not bad, thank you. How are you? Yeah, it's an awesome tractor. I love it. The steering wheel, very 80s, 90s. The dials at the front, it's just brilliant. And the telehandler's kind of fun too. Yeah, just doing a little bit more here on No Man's Land. Turn the time down as we talked about last week. Try and slow things up a little bit. How'd you get on with Sea Bass yesterday? That was funny. I haven't got around to watching the rest of it yet. I need to watch that. And I was going to do some snow runner last night, but I had an early night instead. Maybe tonight, my time. So later in the day, your time, or tomorrow, your time for you. Might do a snow runner stream. Been dying to get back on it. I think we might go to Alaska just for a change. I've been putting out some videos on from Michigan, but yeah, quite fancy. Might go to Alaska and do a bit of scouting around for a change. But take the car out and give it a real good run. Yeah, that lag was terrible, wasn't it? It was really bad. Ooh, is this going to roll away? It's quite a slope. Yep, it sure is. Yeah, oh well, fine. So I'm umming and ahhing. Tell me what you think about doing Shamrock Valley as a live stream as well, and actually doing one No Man's Land stream and one Shamrock Valley stream a week, and then putting out different stuff during the week, probably trains and snow runner and stuff. But also then it means I get to spend a bit of time during the week actually doing things on some of these maps. I've got so much stuff that I need to do on here that I just don't get time to do. That I, to be honest, rather do off stream, so building and landscaping and stuff. It can take a bit of time and fiddle, and sometimes doesn't go quite how I needed. When I was putting the buildings in for the yard, just placing them just right, getting them at the right heights and all that sort of stuff, I must have had to exit the game a couple of times just to do that. Oh, this is looking good already. No, it didn't roll too far. It's not a steep slope, and it's not a long slope, but it is a slope nonetheless. Back up a little bit, try and reduce the loss of grass. Did that close? Oh, it did now, but it didn't start with. Okay, I didn't think it did. I was obviously a little bit too quick to give it a bit of time when you've emptied it. Yeah, I'm just conscious that I really like Shamrock Valley and I'm enjoying playing it for seasons, and we've just had some snow, but I'm not getting a lot of views on it, so I thought if I did it as a live stream, it might just pick up in viewings a bit, because you know I usually get reasonable amounts of viewings on live streams. Not crazy, but not bad. So I thought I might give it a go. Definitely more snow runner, no worries. Yeah, so I'll try and do some later today, I think. So tomorrow your time, SnowRunner's awesome. I'm putting out more vids, but I think you're right. I think it'd be good to do another stream on it. I actually quite like the fact that actually SnowRunner applies itself perfectly to doing whatever you want to do. And I was talking about this on one of the videos that I put out. I haven't put it out yet. No, the next video is me talking, which will be the first SnowRunner talkie video, apart from the 2 streams. So it's quite cool just playing along, having the music in the background, because the music's quite cool. It's quite cool to have it as a stream, and I've done one as a talking video as well, so I just think it lends itself to whatever. I haven't done a time lapse on it yet. I'm not so sure about that. I think it'd just be a bit too bumpy, but we'll try it at some point. Let's take a look. I think we're all right. Let's tidy up this edge somewhat, and we'll hit this strip here. I feel like printing a good number of bales anyway. Yeah, I think you're right. It would help if it did actually. In some places it can be a little bit aggravating, and actually sometimes a bit oversensitive as well. So you could just be driving through, well actually there's 2 parts to that, right? So you could be driving through some sort of narrow canyon and all of a sudden your camera flips up right above you just because of the collision. But also just collisions on trailers can actually be really bad as well, and it's not too big a deal at the moment, but I guess once you get some of the bigger trailers that could be a real pain. It's not so bad for me right now. Oh, but it's such a fun game. I've had a couple of instances now where I've managed to get stuck. They're coming out as videos soon. In fact, well, I might publish one of them today. Certainly if I don't do a stream, I'll definitely put it out today. Where I've had to go rescue myself. I've done a bit of resetting as well, but just now and again it's actually, you know what, no, I'll go get another vehicle and I'll rescue myself. I'll get myself out of that tricky spot. Just try and get up some of these bits. Oh, I missed a bit there. Might do one more strip or 2 more strips. So there's an update coming out in the month. Oh cool, is there? Nice. Yeah, well, I suppose quite a lot of people have seen a lot of bugs, and of course there's, I mean, Seabass warned me yesterday, and I've read about it on Alien Jim's Discord, that there's a one of the, I think it's one of the Michigan maps, you just basically just shouldn't go on because it just kills your game completely, and I think Seabass said you have to restart, which is pretty serious. So yeah, so there's bits that are a bit no-go at the moment, and lots of people have still had blue screen problems. I still haven't had that, touch wood. Still haven't had a blue screen issue, haven't had a crash or a hole or a, you know, pause or anything. I haven't tried multiplayer yet, I don't know if that would make it worse. Okay, yeah, I haven't watched these last couple of videos yet actually. Whoa, not concentrating. Not far back, we've got to go. Oh, not so bad. Sorry. Silly controller. There we go, right. Can you still hear me, Donnie? Because sometimes I don't know if the controller switches off whether or not the mic still works. Help F has an 84 grain tank. Oh right, okay. We'll quickly do one more strip then, and then we'll definitely, that's a good time then to call it a halt. To 23. What, 23 blue screens? Good grief. Yeah, then I count myself very lucky, and then think of all that problems that Zeke had when he first got it. And it can't just have been because he had the game on external storage. That would have been really, really weird. Especially given other people are having lots of issues as well. Cool, thanks Donny. Yeah, I just keep forgetting to change the power settings on my controller because now I'm using my wheel, of course. It's tending to go to sleep on a rather regular basis. Actually, we've got quite a lot of this field done. We're certainly making plenty of bales. Oh. There we go. So I must get a mate of mine on here. So a guy I used to work with messaged me on LinkedIn the other day to say that he'd, because it's free, he's just got FS19, so he started pinging me for advice and stuff. I said I must get him on multiplayer at some point so we can help him out, teach him a few bits. It's quite cool. Well, that's kind of fun. I know people are complaining about it being, you know, one of the PS Plus games, and if you're not into it, you're not into it, it's fine. But on the other hand, it just might mean that some people who aren't normally into this kind of game might just give it a go, and then they'll find out what it's all about. And it's all about, you know, centre satisfaction and relaxation all in one go. Why would you not? Oh yeah, he is. It's quite funny, I was about to say, oh, you know, you should make sure you watch channel, because I don't even think he knows I have a channel. But he'd already posted on Facebook that he was playing FS19, and one of my mates said, oh, you need to check out Dave's channel. Brilliant. So funny. Right, that's all nicely cleared up, so we better go sort out the combine. Help F has a full grain tank. No sooner said, we'll just pick up some bits on the way, go put the baler somewhere else, and then we'll grab the so full switch it off, 20 to raise the pickup. Getting used to it. We've got all those bales over there to wrap. And then they can go on the truck. The wrapper is over here, so let's leave the baler here for now as well. We're just in the right place for the trailer. It's actually quite lucky that I'm consistently untidy and always seem to leave everything in the same place. Bonus. Gradually getting used to reversing with this. That was a bit odd, but okay, we made it. Right, let's give it a go. Gotta love a JCB. So fortunately my greenhouse is recovered after I gave him some water. Which way round is he? Oh, he's even the right way round. That's amazing. Who'd have thought it? Perfect. Well, to be honest, may as well leave that there. Let's go get the wrapper. Get wrapping. It was fascinating to see you on Seabass's No Man's Land yesterday and just see how different people are doing things with it. I've seen some pictures on Jim's Discord. Some people have done immensely detailed landscaping and all this sort of stuff, and I thought what Seabass had done looked brilliant. He's got, you know, he's got the detail to it, the forwards and stuff. I'm going to steal that idea. It looks fantastic, but also you know, just putting that, not using the hedges, because the hedges can be quite tricky to put in, but using the textured hedge, sort of bush as a hedge, looks really, really good. Tiny, hello mate. How's it going, Tiny? Just a little busy on doing a few jobs and causing chaos. The frame rate drop was because of my bales in that bale trailer, not necessarily because I've left too much equipment parked in the same place, though the combination of the two is quite likely to be something of an issue. Right, now I'm going to have to remind myself, so unfold is 5, should be alright. Snowed again. I tell you what, I don't know if you've seen my Shamrock videos from this week. It was so good to have. Why is it not working? Does the grass dry naturally in base game to hay? Have I ended up with hay bales because I've left the grass too long? Oh, I haven't, have I? I don't want hay bales. I've got hundreds of them. I don't have a Wopster, so I can't tell. I'd say they do look a bit pale. I've left the grass sitting there too long, haven't I? Oh no. You'll know that, Donnie, does it? Yeah, it was good to I think I've got a hay bale. Tell you what, we can find that out. Let's jump over to the telehandler. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thanks, Tiny. Looks like I might just have made something of a mistake, but never mind. Which means they'll be worth an awful lot less, because I sure as heck don't need this number of hay bales. Which I don't think this will tell me, to be honest, what it is. But it does look like a hay bale. No, exactly. But does that look like hay or does that look like grass? It does look pretty pale. But no, I'm not on seasons, and so that was the thing. I expected this to be grass, but then why is the wrapper not wrapping it? So right, so the thing to do would be to, because I haven't tethered it, it's just windrowed, it's just mowed and windrowed straight, but it's not wrapping. Why is it not wrapping? Right, so if I stop there a sec. I've got a really annoying controller, and I'm going to change that setting. Bear with me a minute. Oh, I can't do it from here, can I? Yeah, never mind. Too faffy. Right, so I will, yeah, so we've got 6,446 litres of hay and silage, and we've got 34,000 litres of grass. So if this goes and we go up to 10,000 litres of hay and silage, then we know it's magically turned to hay, which is not expected behaviour in base game. interestingly enough, it's not even taking it. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Okay, that's a bit weird. It actually won't even take it either, which in itself is odd, because it should do regardless. I mean, there's space. Technically it'd be a waste of a bale, but there is space for it, so it should work. Maybe we'll go try and wrap another one. Maybe it's a spurious bale, there's something not quite right with it. Hopper F is finished, that field's done, that's good. Right, so let's lower that down. Maybe I wasn't quite on the trigger. It's grass. It is grass. And that's why it won't take it. It's only taken it partially, of course. And at 19, that's what it does. Most peculiar. Right, so that's now just a feeding bale because it's not complete. There's no point wrapping that anyway. Okay. Bit weird. Let's go wrap another one. I'm going to do this with my controller for a minute just so I can easily see what's going on. Unfold. Tell me if I'm being dense and doing something wrong. It won't accept it at all. So unless it's something, I don't know, is that the baler producing funny bales? Presumably not, because it's feeding the animals. Or is that actually something to do with the wrapper? Ah! Okay, that's a bit strange. Well, there you go. How peculiar. Slightly stilted start to our wrapping exercise. But we're on that, we're doing it. No, it's fine. It just is a lot more sensitive than I remember it being, it seems. Oh well, fine. We's are wrapping. That's all that matters. Yeah, green marshmallows, those. Ooh. I should have got pink. Oh, white. Oh, come on. I don't ever remember this wrapper being quite so sensitive. That's a bit ludicrous. There we go. It's clearly just being a bit finicky. Finicky and finicky. So while we're waiting for wrapping, let's see. That should be pretty much harvested. Yep, all done. So I was talking about, I think we're going to put a cell point down here. It'll either be next to this crop of trees just in this corner or near these rocks over here. We'll put something. Where else do we want to put something? So we've got a fuel station to put in, we've got the farm shop to put in, and we've got all of the cell points on the map. So some up here would be good. Just conscious to sort of spread them out, you know. Somewhere we'll want to put a little settlement with some houses. Maybe over here actually 28. So kind of want to check out some of these areas and see how flat they are. Kind of want reasonably open and flattish areas so I don't have to do too much landscaping. So yeah, maybe we'll take a little drive around and have a look-see. Buy a couple of plots. We've got plenty of money, and then say during the week if I get time, I might do a bit of a time lapse of doing some building, constructing, and landscaping and stuff. Sure, Donny. So let's see how many got left. 7 to send. Don't know how many slots I've got on the truck. I may as well do at least enough to fill up the truck. I could go get it, I suppose. Bring it over and then we know what we got. It takes quite a number of bales. So I'm just going to jump through, there we go. Not used it basically since I restarted the map. I just used it to pick up the round bales that were sitting here, and that's been it. So you've got a bit of a mix on there. This is just whatever was on the map when I started. I haven't done any round baling since I restarted the game, so. Let's not go near the unwrapped ones. I don't even know if this is, it shouldn't be set to collect, but now it is. Right, so yeah, we got plenty of room on here. We're not going to fill this up anytime soon. I do love this truck. Cool. Keep an eye on our greenhouses. They might need some water soon. I don't want them all to dry up. It's very good actually. So there's a, if you don't watch the last stream, when you run out of water, the plants dry up at the next growth stage, and then at the next growth stage they all disappear and clear it out again until you come back and put more water in. It's a very good effect. Do we need the lights on there, do I? So I'll just get these ones done on this patch, get them off the grass, and then park up ready to do the ones that I just baled this morning. And we'll go and empty the combine, put the seed, the crop in the silo. Ooh, sunflower prices are going up. That's good timing. Corn prices on the rise. I need to keep an eye on prices. Think about selling some crops soon enough. Canola's dropping, so there's no rush for that. Equally though, also kind of thinking might leave selling till I've got multiple sell points in, so I can start to you know, take advantage of market forces a little bit. Not that'll make any difference. There we go. Right. I wonder if now you can get, you know, mods coming out with wrapping for net wrap and stuff, bale wrap and bale twine. If someone will bring out a refillable wrapper. I don't think we've got one, have we? We actually have to buy the wrap separately. Just for those going for their, you know, super authentic look. There's rumour of a realistic seed mod where you have to buy separate seed of all the for all the different seed types, which is quite a cool idea. I've no idea if it's planning on coming to console or not, but that sounds awesome if you want to do it realistically. So you have to have all the different types of seed in that you need. Right, just a few more left. Head up to the end of the field and we'll get these off the field, well, the field, the grass. I may actually convert this into a field actually. It's a good size and shape. Take the trees out, setups have a nice long field at the edge of the road. Well, that's 3. Yeah, that's 3. Maybe a crop field, it might be a grass field. I mean, I will need a grass field at some point. At the moment, of course, I'm not currently not short of grassland. I mean, I've done this bit and I've done this bit, but I've got all of this, all of this, all of this, all of this, and all of this. Maybe I should invest in I don't know, one of the bigger mower setups, or a forage harvester or something. Just go to town and do the lot. Silage it and generate a fortune. I'm thinking I might do a round of corn at some point on all my fields, and oh, missed a bit, and yeah, do a mass forage harvest, create some loose silage. There we go. Right, last 2 then? Yeah. And we'll do all the other ones on the other side of the road a little bit later on. Just realised actually it's one thing, it's great having a ×1, but of course for you guys the visibility may not be as good, so we bump it up to ×5 for a minute. And once we hit proper daylight, we'll go on, you know you want to, because if you do that then you'll be absolutely fine and I'll pick you up, no problem at all. There we go, last one for now. Right, so move forwards. Right, we'll leave this over here. And we'll do the ones on this side of the road a bit later on. Actually, the first one we could just put in because it's there then, isn't it? There we go, that'll do. That will continue to do strange things. Right. So let's get these up. It's currently got 11. Make sure it's still on. It should be. No. There we go. Spot a bale. Chap, spot a bale. Pink would be easier to see, wouldn't it? There we go. Is that it, or have I missed one? Yep, I've missed one. There we go. Right, let's get this out of the way. I'll let's go sort out that combine. Is that one crazily still wrapping because I disconnected it from the tractor? Actually no, it seems to have stopped. That's good. Tiny's a bit quiet. You alright, Tiny? Ah, he's probably busy playing. Listening in and keeping an eye. Right, let's go hook up to the trailer, to the combine. Combine's ready, so we'll need to go and get a yeah, we'll need to go get a header, corn header, at some point. I don't know, I keep saying that I really need to get these grass roads resurfaced, but I'm going to create some hay bales. Well, actually not hay bales, loose hay. That we can put into the hayloft. So we'll get this straw up and then maybe we'll make a quick run to go get the tedder. And then yeah, we could do that today as well. Just get the front mower. I've still got 2 tractors with front 3 points. Yeah, so we've got 2 tracks with front 3 points, sorry about that. And, which one am I going? No, wrong way. Having said that, I thought I'd got this sorted out. Oh, there we go. Aha, Subnautica, I thought you were playing something. Ah, that's no problem, Tiny. It's nice you're here. Right, let's go get this emptied. Right, hopefully. No, not that one. This one. Oh, we'll come around the other side then. A little bit too far forwards. Not a bother. Got a pretty decent yield by the look of it. Oh, it's awesome, Tiny. It's absolutely brilliant. This JCB is awesome. Yeah, I was saying I might get the trailer that goes with it as well. So where did I put? Oh, there it is. That's handy. So put the header trailer because I won't need it. Need to get the header. Looks like we're a wee way off those sunflowers being ready, so there's no rush to get the corn header. Technically that's the wrong way around, but I do love these header trailers that they just correctly. That's a bit unrealistic because I put it on the wrong way. That's quite funny. Right, let's fold that down. We'll leave it here and it's ready. And while we're here, let's get this straw up. I'm just going to keep bobbing from job to job. Bear with me a second, would you guys? Sorry guys, crisis in the kitchen. Just wanted to make sure nothing was damaged and no one had hurt themselves. Right, what was I doing? Oh yeah, okay. Lower that down, switch it on. Whoa, that's loud. So we'll get this straw up, get it in the hayloft, and then yeah, maybe we'll go and we'll nip down and get a tedder, and we can mow and ted to hay the road grass, as you might say, and then with a bit of luck this time I'll get it landscaped before it grows back again. Oops, missed. Yeah, so doing your usual winter pursuits then there, Donny. All in grain. I remember that from when I was playing well, because on 17 it's, as you said, it's the only, well, not only is a good time to, it's usually a good time for prices, but also it's the best time to do it because it takes so long, especially because you've got all of the fields. That's a lot of work. Okay, a good couple of loads off here. That's quite cool. It's funny actually. It seems to. Sometimes I don't think it's going to make the turn. Actually, then I sort of overdo it. Never mind. Oh, there we go, we're full. That Bale is in a bit of an awkward position, isn't it? Might put a little roundabout in around this rock actually. And yeah, definitely need to move that baler out of the way. Can I do this from here? Or am I just kidding myself? Oh, actually no, it's not too bad. Visibility's okay. Do need to turn the wheel the right way though, that would help. There we go. That's a relief. For a second I didn't think it was actually unloading. It was getting me a bit worried. Whoa. There it goes. I'm back again. Looks like I need to clean this tractor. We can start turning the fields again as well. So lower it down, switch it on. We're away. This won't take long, I don't think. Ooh, actually on the way to the store we could go and check out a few sites, couldn't we, and just buy a couple of patches of land. That would be good as well. If I buy 2, then that will not only give me a couple of places I can start building and landscaping, but also still leave plenty of money left to do that. There's a little patch there we missed. Let's get that up. Of all my old tractors, this is probably my favourite at the moment. Just it seems to be really well made mod. I like it. I love those dials. They look so realistic. And just the way the wheels lean as you turn and all this sort of stuff. I'm not worried about getting up every scrap of straw. They're not going to be short. Ah, missed a bit. Okay, that's fine. So we'll get this bit. One last strip. Which might actually even fill us up. I'm going to get all this in. I'm sure not going to come back and just pick up the little bit that's left. It's not going to be that long before I do another cereal crop. Get some more straw. Between this and the bales, I've got well more than I can cope with at the moment, or well more than I need. There we go, that'll do. Oh, I didn't want to come this way, did I? Through the chicane. There we go. I really need to tidy up. I've got vehicles all over the place. Right. Just twist my head off. Actually, I'm going to twist my head off. Oi, that way. So how are we doing for stock? Straw. Oh, cool. 80,000 litres, 250,000 litre capacity. Good. And how are the cows now? Yeah, so they could do with some more silage, or hay for that matter. Water and straw is fine. Cleanliness has gone back up. How are the sheep? Yep, not too bad. That's interesting. The mysterious contracts have disappeared, not the mouse. Right. Now, if I remember rightly, this tractor doesn't have a front 3-point, right? No, it does not. It's one downfork. I also love the mud flaps on this thing, they look great. Okay, so if I leave that here, then just disconnect it, get the tractor out of the way. Ish, relative terms, out of the way being a very fluid statement, actually, and out the way definitely being not parked on the road. Right, and actually for a change we use the JCB quite a bit. Mind you, that said, if we're going to take a drive around the map, the JCB's quickest. I don't park it. Yeah. It's also in a silly place. Oh, and I also need to unload the canola, so you know what, we'll take the JCB. There, 11,000 litres, that's not too bad, or but, near as damn it. Yeah, it's a way to get around the map. It's definitely the quickest. Maybe when we come back with the tether, we'll swap it over to the Ursus for a change. And actually, I guess the question is, do I get the other trailer? No, I could do. But do I take this one and get rid, or should I keep it for now? No, I'm trying to figure out. I've jackknifed it pretty much. I'm very little control over where it's going. There we go. Should be about right. It's pretty difficult to measure distance with this thing. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I sort of primarily bought this one because I wanted to try and cut logs into it, but that didn't really work particularly well. Maybe I'll still do it. Of course, it also doesn't tip into the silo very well, but I don't know if that's the silo. There we go. Right, so in actual fact, on that basis, I may yet try it again with logs. So we'll leave it. There we go. Right. Show to the store. Cruise control on. Right, so yeah, so we could, he says, zooming past it. I think actually I quite like having something there. We could have something this side. Actually, I think just in front of those, or somehow around those stones, would be a good way to do it. Sort of incorporate that as a feature. So yeah, I might do that, I think. And then what I'm umming and ahhing is if we go off to the right somewhere. So let's just maybe up that road. Oops. So we'll have a look at that on the way back. Except of course now, having done what I've done, I'm going to be lugging a great massive trailer full of manure around with me, but there you go. This doesn't have an option for a front loader forks, does it? Let me have a look. So if I go garage, actually no, I can't do it in garage. Go back one, medium tractors. No, okay, didn't think so. Okay, so trailers then. I'm going to try this one, might regret it because it's an A-frame, but ooh, colours, oh my goodness me. You know what, I almost didn't think I can really be bothered at this point in time, so I think we'll stick with it. Doesn't bother me too much. Looks in keeping. Right, wheel brand, lizard, nah. Why is that now? Okay, that's interesting. So I'll stick with the lizard wheels. Oh, which actually that's my only option. So, okay. We'll lease it then. Done. Fine. and then come out of there. Headers. Oh, it's not under headers, it's under windrows, but it is a header. Should we get this one? Ah, but that is just a windrow. This one is a header and a windrow. Not at the same time. Again, I'm going to stick with default colours because I quite like it. And we need the windrower flap as well. Leasing costs 0. Bargain. Right, so. Oh, it's trailed. Oh no. Okay. I thought it might be something that just goes on a 3-point link, and I'd just be able to hook it up and lift and carry it on the front, but it's not. It's trailed. Oh, that's annoying. So I can't take the truck at the same time. The trailer. That doesn't matter. It's not that urgent. I just thought I'd do it while we're here. Ah, but it has a hitch. It does have a hitch. So actually, regardless, should be able to. It's going to be a bit finicky. Actually, I'm not going to do this with my wheel because it'd be easier to do this. Of course, that does actually then mean me somehow trying to reverse the truck. I think this goes on this side, if I remember rightly. Yep. The windrower flap, which was free. Bargain. Free to borrow. Right, let's try get this. No, that didn't work. Oh, come on, stop messing me about. Oh, sorry. Right, that didn't work very well, did it? This doesn't have 4-wheel steer, does it? No. Right, then we'll go in forwards. See if we can get these hooked up. If you're a genius with these, you can do them backwards, but I can't. It may not even hook up, to be honest, and there's no guarantee. It's not looking likely, actually, to be fair. I don't think it's going to take it anyway. Fine, okay. Then we shall leave this here. I will, however. It's not urgent. I'll come get it later. Right, let's get this though. This is urgent. Well, as urgent as things can be in relative terms. Actually, it's 10 o'clock now. I'm going to put the time back down to 1. Got a decent amount of light. So let's take a spin off up the road up here and figure out where we might go next in our purchases of plots of land. Where is the, oh mind you, that's the other thing, isn't it? So where is the road? Okay, a little bit further up, it's a crossroads. I seem to remember that one of these, is it this one? This one, yeah. It's here somewhere. A bit further up, maybe. Somewhere around here. Yeah. This is pretty flat. This would be an alright place for a sell point. spot on place. I really like it. Nice and twisty. I'm not exactly following the road, but once there's a proper road in, that will be easier to do. This doesn't look quite so flat. No, not quite. It's not far off though. If it was to the right of the track, I think it would be okay. Wouldn't need too much landscaping to get it reasonably tidy. So yeah, I think something up here is a good one. Actually, maybe about here on this T-junction. So plot 34. What's up here? Why is my wheel not turning? That's weird. Bring it back to the track, roughly. Ah, it's just some woodland. Okay. Just wondering what this patch was here at the end of this track. But it is the sort of roundabout and the woodland. Okie dokes. Right, so where else did we say then? So plot 44 was it? Seems a pretty good place. 13, 14, 28, 18, 18 is a good place. Let's just burst straight across the land. I don't want to worry too much about the tracks. They're not really tracks anyway at this point in time. You say 18, okay, so let's come up this way then, come past that grass that we've cut, over to the next bit of the track. Which is just here. Now this isn't very flat at all, actually. Ah, but this bit is. This isn't too bad up here. Yeah, I think this is a lovely little spot for a sell point. Right, that's a definite then. In fact, maybe even just on the inside here, just next to this, opposite these trees. I think that's quite a nice little patch. Okie doke. So I think 18 is a good one to buy. 44, I think we said. Track sort of goes over and above this rocky outcrop. Might need some hedging or fencing, just, you know, not risk the drop off. Also need to make it a little bit wider, I think. Up here would be a great place for a sell point actually. This is lovely and flat. So yeah, maybe we'll buy 16 as well then, in that case. Okay, definitely lots of options then. Right, let's get back to the farm. We're right here, not far off. Oh, finding the greenhouse. So what we'll do for now is leave the windrow flap somewhere that I remember where it is, because otherwise, and somewhere not buried in too much grass. Right, so if I put that there and detach, and also Right, yeah, we'll swap tractors just for a change, so I'll leave that there too. Might be a little bit faffy just for a second. Be interesting to try this setup with the JCB actually, because it's got good power output and it might just, it rocks a lot this one with these heavy mowers on the front, so it might be a better setup actually on the JCB. We'll try it next time I'm doing mass mowing and windrowing. Of course I haven't really thought, technically this isn't wide enough for this, but it doesn't matter, we might just need a couple of trips up and down to windrow, to TED probably rather. Right, I'm going to start any old place, switch that on, switch that on. Actually no, it's fine. It's quite messy, so we'll need to come back with it as a windrower, but that's fine. We can either do that or we can do use the bigger windrower. It doesn't really make an awful lot of difference. And this will be our hay to put in the hayloft. I must order some aggregate so at least we can start by gravelling these tracks a little bit, just make them a little bit more utilitarian for when it's wet, and actually stop the grass growing back up much than anything else, just to make them a bit more obvious as well. Right, it's doing a fine job, this TED up. Just come out this week. It's alright, Carl. Nah, looks fun. Give it a go. Spot on size. But I'm not doing all this, so I'm going to stop in about 5 minutes or so. So that wasn't what I wanted to do. Let's put that back down. Just finish tedding this last little bit. Looking good. Right, spin it back. And we can just go back up. It's actually relatively slow in doing it, but never mind. I could have got a bigger tedder, but you know what, it's fine. Actually no, it's fine. It's just about wide enough to do both, to do the whole road. Just about. Most of it at least. No, it's not, you know. It just helps to make the mark the paths a little bit more while I get around to grabbing them. So I'll order that in, we'll get that stored somewhere, dumped in a pile somewhere on the yard, and then start spreading it around. Not quite focusing on my position on the road. Let's do that a bit more carefully. exactly a quick job, but you know. There we go. Right. Let's look at that for a minute. I'm going to drop off the mower. And let's put the oh, that's odd. What on earth happened to that? Very strange. Put the windrow flap back on. And let's try this. Yeah, working lovely, and actually by the time we've gone back up the other way we should have a nice, might be a wide-ish swath in places, but a swath nonetheless that will just be one line. We can get up with the loading wagon. Oops, missed a patch. I think the wheels on the edge should be about right. It's about tractor's width, so all calm. Don't keep missing bits, that's no good. Lift it up. Not that actually visually seems to do anything. Oh, it looks like sunflowers already. Okay. Oopsie. Slight extreme on the old wheel. Right. Here we go. So should now and that was a lovely, tidy, if a little wide in places, swath in the middle of the road. Little track. Road's a bit of a grand title for it, isn't it? Key being to try and make sure we don't get too far over to the middle and miss any at the edge, but this is alright. It's got a good pickup at loading, I think, so we'll be absolutely fine. Curious to find out how much we've actually got off here. It's quite sparse, the grass on here. Oversteered. There we go, right. Well, it works well for doing this. It's not a quick job, but crikey, it's okay. Oops. Yeah, it's a nice steering today. Just look at the JCB. Let's just get the load of mud and get it up, and we'll see how much we got. And then I'm going to call it a day. have of course got a few hay bales as well sitting in the bottom of the bale trailer, but you know, it's worth keeping some loose. A, because it's slightly more immediately available because all the hay bales are buried in the bottom of the trailer because it's covered in about, I don't know, what, 50 or 60 straw bales on top. Wow, this is actually quite a lot though, just from one little strip of road, and we've still got a load more road that we do, and of course I'm about to buy more road, so that's actually quite cool. Yeah, just get up these little bits that I missed at the edge here. And the road is visible once more. Is that it, or are there any more? Oh yeah, little patch there, look. Oh, little patch in the middle. How on earth did I miss that? And there we go. Right, last little bit. I wasn't going to empty this, but you know what, might as well, because crikey, it's actually quite a lot in it. I'm amazed. I'll take some turning this wheel. But I've got it on maximum sensitivity, which doesn't seem quite right for a tractor. Of course, if I switched it off, that'd be quicker. There we go. R1 and triangle, unload. Lovely. First hay in the hayloft. Right, the last thing to do then will be go into here, and we said 18 and 44. How much does that leave us with? 118. Right, I'm not going to buy another one because that might not leave me enough to build. But there we go. We've got more land. More grass bales, so I've got more more baling to do, more silage bales, which again is why I say if I do a stream on here at one morning of the weekend, a stream on Shamrock one morning of the weekend, then I've got a bit of time during the week rather than recording the Shamrock and editing the Shamrock videos to do a few bits off screen, and I say might do some time lapses of construction and everything else that needs to be done. What sort of state is that field in? Oh yeah, no, it's fine. So yeah, that's it. That's all for now. Thanks Donny, Tiny, I don't know if you're still there, for watching, and everybody else for watching as well. And likes and subscriptions very much appreciated. If you haven't already subscribed, that would be great. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you know when I'm streaming or putting videos out. I'll be keeping up with SnowRun. I might do another SnowRunner stream over the weekend, or putting more videos out. Certainly I've got another one ready to go, so there'll be more stuff coming soon, and otherwise I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.